We're back with another episode of Real Life Movie Talk. It is your boy, Christopher.
Blockbuster Benjamin.
Ooh.
Johann.
Jonathan.
I was really hoping you were just going to say John.
Oh. Darn.
Well, there goes
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah. Redo.
All right, so
And we're back.
we're back to back. Drake
Whew.
this.
Drake.
What's up, boys?
It's been a while.
Dude, I'm glad. Listen, I know we've talked about this before, but like, I was like losing steam on this. I was like, do I fucking even care? Like, I was like starting to, like, yeah, thanks. But
See,
man,
you can tell he doesn't care. He's cussing again.
Yeah,
shit.
I was just like,
It's so funny you say that.
I've been tired, man. I like the West Coast trips have been killing me. Celine's soccer schedule is cranked right now. I got, just to give you an idea, we had a game Saturday. I had a club team tryout yesterday, 2 hours. We got practice tomorrow night.
Did she make it?
We got another club team tryout Thursday.
Tryout.
6 to 8.
Oh.
We got a game Saturday. We got a game Sunday. We got one more club team tryout Monday, 6 to 8.
When
And then were you flying out?
When do you find out if she makes it?
After the last tryout, I would assume, at some point. And then my next trip isn't until mid-June. So I do have a decent break as far as the work trips go. But work's been cranked too. Even like being home, it's going to be a lot of work. You know.
Well, that's the thing, man, is like, this isn't
Yeah.
profit. You're not making money off of this. You know what I mean?
One of you guys said it last week. Like, this costs us money.
Yeah. I'm serious. I'm going to start that LLC with this company because and even if you consider that we own everything now. I mean, what's your 2 or 3 hours of time worth? I know that we all see a lot of movies, but we also watch movies that we've seen before. So that's 2 or 3 hours out of every, if Ben picks the movie, it's probably 3.5 hours, give or take.
I did that one time.
And then
I
I gotta-
fall asleep during half the movie.
And
One
then I got to
time.
pay for the psychiatrist to get that shit out of my brain.
We're talking about the Green Knight again, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Nah,
the
I'm
only
just joking.
I still don't know what was going on with those
I'm
big
just
guys.
the
joking.
only long movie I think I ever picked was JFK, right? That was the only long one. And we agreed to that. I said, do you guys want to do this?
Yeah, and when I say Cleopatra, you're like, no.
I was
It's 4
watching-
hours and 9 minutes. I'm not doing it.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm not doing
Okay.
it.
We could take your brother's suggestion and watch Once Upon a Time in America. I think that's 5.5 hours.
It's pretty long.
Who said to watch Mad Dogs?
I don't know.
I don't know. You said you don't like Once Upon a Time in America, right?
No, I did watch it. I did not like it.
Yeah.
I have
But,
watched Mad Dogs
dude,
on my phone.
Yeah, LLC. It helped me out this year at tax season.
Oh, yeah, it will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean it's worth.
Not me. I got karate kicked right in the nuts.
Well, start
Call
your
our
LLC.
girl, bro.
Call Natalie. Did you go to her this year?
It was Natalie.
That's our girl.
The girl I put him on with, the woman that does our taxes.
I think she's a girl, too, though.
She might be both.
Ask how
tell
she
her what
Do you think she
identifies.
identifies as a woman and a girl?
We're not. This
Nah,
is the, this
she's
is
too,
the movie
she's
review.
too business professional.
This is the movie
She's a
review.
woman
This is
only.
not the podcast, boys. Okay.
Whoa, this
kinda
is just a
funny.
maturity
Oh,
level
Still
thing.
kind of funny.
Sure.
Right? Grown-ass children now will be girls and boys.
On this episode, we have,
Grown-ass gender-neutral people.
and they're taught it at this age.
Yeah.
Nowadays, just so you know, unless you're in Florida.
John,
you
this
live-
is the movie review.
Oh, sorry.
John, reel it in. Reel it in.
I got some pickles. I brought some pickles.
Yeah,
this
let's get
week.
into get a little snack.
Actually, Jen brought them. Ben's never had them
I've
before.
never had one of
First
these
try
pickles
ever.
before.
These are
All right, so these are
Sam Free Pepper,
Sam Free Pepper, Sucker Punch Free Pepper Spears. Fiery
Look
goop.
at that massive forearm on the camera. Did you see that?
Yeah, Popeye.
It's the pickles.
It's the pickles.
Yeah.
John said, "Can I just figure out how to bend over in front of the camera?" I said, "You'll figure it. You'll work it in." Go ahead, John. Do what you're doing.
So when I got here today,
These aren't even my forearm.
Jen and John were upstairs eating dinner, and they offered me some food, so I ate some food, and then she's like, "Hey Ben, try one of these pickles." So I didn't know she knew that, right? So I grabbed this pickle, and I walk in the
Ooh, you
kitchen
grabbed
with
this
it. I
pickle?
take a bite. I was like, "Damn, that's a good pickle." And John was like, "What?"
That looked pretty funny.
It's because I told her when she brought these pickles here a couple of days ago. She's like, "Oh, she knows I love pickles, giggity." And I was like, "Oh, we'll try them on the podcast." Ben, that's a good gun in the game, though. Right to Warzone. Bren knew that. Ben brought pickles a while back from the farmer's market, right? Came from the
Something like
farmer's
that.
market.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, these would be perfect." And then this some bitch comes crunching through my goddamn dining room, like, "Oh yeah, look at these pickles." So he's had them
They're
before.
good. Jesus. little spice.
Chris is dipping it in his old fashioned. Just in case nobody else.
You know
can
what it
see him.
reminds me of? Bad Boys.
How about the pickle?
Can I have a pickle?
Can I eat the pickle?
Oh, a lot of salt on the pickle. There. No more salt.
I
How about
ain't taste
now?
the salt no more. Now listen.
All right. Yeah, all right, you guys hear that? Ben was adamant about you hearing that.
Talking too quick.
Now listen.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that couldn't have been any better
That
time.
was beautiful. Okay.
And the pickles.
I said it upstairs. I'll say it again. This is a damn good pickle.
Yes,
And
it is. Can I have
It's
another
got
one?
some real good heat on it.
Oh, it's spicy.
Real good. There's a big, you can't see it. There's a big ass habanero pepper right inside
How many
there.
you guys want?
Whew.
She bought
It's
them
got
for
the old boxing man. The one that holds his fist like this. Like the original man's man.
But speaking of the drinks, too, John did a little work in the kitchen, right?
So, my hair and my mentality are starting to catch up one to the other.
I get it.
Started getting into old fashioned, and I had one a while back, about a year and a half ago at a wedding. So I finally decided to try to make my own. I bought a little kit, bought some
He's
glasses.
got all the nice stuff up there.
Tucker, who was supposed to be here, he actually said we should drink them on the show. So I made some for all of us earlier. Jen helped me. She's bartended before, so she's like got the creative idea with this little toothpick and shit in here. Not bad.
It's good.
It's not the best one I've had. It's also only the first one I've ever made.
Well, yeah, you don't make your first steak and go, it's better than Ruth Chris.
Right.
But eventually, you'll get it how you
I know.
want it.
I know what I need to fix. I know some things that I would change. I remember some things. So I have a list on my phone of probably
Ooh, the splash of water helps.
the water. Yeah. And I mean, for me, the water is huge, but not everybody likes adding water to it. They just go straight raw. I like.
They're called alcoholics.
That's how we were doing it with the Woodford, right?
Yeah,
Little-
so-
I really liked it like that.
That's when
the
you're.
fir-
That's when you're.
Yeah.
That's when you're just drinking it. So
Yeah, you got to dilute it a bit.
again, I know what I miss. Some of the things that I miss here. Some of the flavors that I miss. It's just about changing that taste up from straight bourbon. Elijah Craig is very good. There's another tier up. I use Elijah Craig for the previous. This is a different bourbon, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah, I was with you when you
So,
bought that.
yeah, so this is shout out to Julia's mom. This is Angel's Envy. This is a very, very good bourbon.
Yeah, she goes hard.
You should try this. It's
She
pretty
goes
good.
hard. She's just bourbon straight, a tall glass.
I wish I could show you guys this video. So Breezy, you cat sit this weekend.
Cat's at.
And in the bottom of this facility, bottom of this apartment building downtown, they had one of the biggest
Lighthouse.
bourbon. The Lighthouse. They have a liquor store in there that had one of the biggest bourbon and IPA or craft beer microbrewer selections I'd ever seen in my entire life, and wine.
Wow.
It was the most flannel wearing
Hippie
hippie
shit,
hipster place I'd ever been to, and I was in absolute love.
What's wrong with flannel?
Nothing.
Nothing's wrong
Al.
with flannel. What's wrong with being a hipster?
All right, I'm Tim Allen. You ain't got to be mean to me just because I was the lead of your show.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yes.
What movie
talk
did
about
we
the
watch?
time. Oh, well, first let's talk about what we've watched aside
Oh.
from this movie, because it's been a couple weeks. I've watched
Good.
a shit
I
ton.
need to get out there with this.
Go. You start.
Watch Winning Time on HBO.
Yeah.
It is amazing. I've never seen a show shot like this before. They take a lot of liberties, but they tell you they're going to. It is awesome. It's about Magic Johnson and the rise of the LA Lakers for the what's it called? The Dream Team, maybe? I don't know what they called that team, but it was awesome. There's so many actors in it. John C. Reilly, Adrian Brody.
It's not the Dream Team. Dream Team was the team that was the
I forget what
USA
they called
basketball
it.
team.
The running gun offense or something. Showtime.
Showtime.
The Showtime
Yep.
offense. They created that. It just a lot of crazy stuff happened, even the true stuff, and it's just like, wow. And the way it was shot was awesome. Absolutely.
I finished Peaky Blinders.
Fuck you.
We already talked about that.
I don't want to hear
I just
that.
wanted to bring that
You
back
want to do
up.
that again?
I don't want to hear that bullshit. John gets his stuff early.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to like BBC.
Are you guys watching?
Nigerian.
We own this city.
Yeah, We Own the
Yeah.
City.
I didn't see last night's.
Me neither.
Me neither.
Thank God.
I'm
I
gonna
thought-
wait.
I thought you two fools were going to talk about it like you just talked about the movie that I didn't get to watch yet.
No. I'm enjoying it so far. Bernthal is so great. Man.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, he is. He's one of the best actors of our generation, I think.
His Baltimore accent in that opening scene is just so, I was just sitting there watching it, like kind of like nonchalant, in and out, and like, it took me a second to like really focus, like some of his like just little intricacies in his voice. I was like, this dude grew up in Southwest Baltimore.
Yeah.
Like, is he from Dundalk?
Yeah, he's
studied hard,
charismatic
man.
like
Yeah.
he's supposed to be. He just
Yous in college and us and the guns and like everything. I was
That's
like,
good.
dude. It's like it sounded so perfect. Like this guy grew up in Baltimore.
You got a good one too.
Who?
You.
Those-
That accent you were just doing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, thank you. It's the only one I got. I can't do Australian, mate. I can do yous and going to college,
He hit
Bunch
me
of
up the other
books.
day, by the way.
mate.
Luke.
I'll tell you, mate.
No, Chow didn't hit me up. Luke hit me
You know,
up.
there's a camera up here you guys could watch too, right?
I'm sorry, it's distracting.
I
Chow's
got-
on the front of a freaking limo.
Yeah,
in the
it's-
background,
It's Vegas, baby.
what-
I'm going back.
Dead ass.
in a
In the
couple
background,
months.
we have Hangover 3 playing.
Yeah.
It was an accident on purpose.
We probably should have put it up here, but
no, then you guys will be looking behind you instead of at our fans.
No, I can. Yeah.
We should have put it back there. What else have you been watching?
No, so we own the city. Good.
I think it's a little bit better than good.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's.
I
Really
think you'll like it even if you don't know much about Baltimore. I think it's interesting. I think not knowing the story is leading up to some very, very interesting things. The end of the first episode.
So I know.
Was exciting. I know. So we
Yeah.
all know.
Okay.
But I'm saying we're from. That's what I'm getting at. We're
Yeah.
from Baltimore, so we kind of understand where it's
Yeah.
coming from. Like seeing that first episode, the way that ends, and then the second episode, you kind of like it flashes between the years 2003, 2005, and then 15 and 17. Like that's kind of interesting. It explains some of the first episode.
I will say, had I not read the article, like that one article that I sent you guys, I talked about a long time ago, it would be a little hard to follow. I feel like the time jumps. Like I feel like because it's all, but because I know it's like it just rolls for me. But like, and I was really shocked that they ended that first episode the way they did. To me, if I'm making that show, if I'm going to director's hat this real quick, like you save that big moment for the end. Like for the people that don't know, like you let it build and build and build and build and build, and then boom. Like that's how I would do it.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see that though, but also it's because you know what happens.
Yeah.
Imagine not knowing, and then you be going, "Why in the hell?" Because all they show you up to this point is this guy being the guy, and now at the end of that episode, you're like, "Wait a minute." Not only is he not that guy, but he's an
another Amber Alert.
arrogant narcissist. You know what I mean?
That
Like
look-
that looked right. Yeah,
He's like, what?
double heart. He's
Yeah.
like, everybody else looked away but you.
Yeah, that was intense, man.
Not giving away. Not spoiler.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. Winning drive's better.
Is Winning Drive over? Is it? Okay. Let's see. I watched another Amber Alert. Goodness
What's
gracious.
happening? How many kids are getting started? I better have.
It's
Hide
just
the
people
kids, hide
pooping
the
on
way.
beds.
I started a show on HBO called Tokyo Vice. I'm like 2 episodes into that because that was recommended by Justin as well. He's like, you got to watch this. So I watched the first episode on a plane out
Me
to.
and Justin don't like the same thing.
Yeah, I watched the first episode on a plane out to Washington this past
State.
week. Yep, and I'm sitting there watching it, man, and it's like it's based on true events. It's about an American that goes to Tokyo to be a crime reporter, and he gets a job at one of the most prestigious newspapers like in the world, and he starts to like uncover this like Yakuza crime thing, whatever. It's set in 99. So the vibe is great. It looks, the style, like the Tokyo underworld, like it's really, really cool looking. It's got Ansel Elgort, the dude, Baby Driver. He's the main character. And the first episode I'm watching it and I'm like, man, it's like the style, it just feels familiar, right? The way it's shot and like kind of,
Tokyo Drift.
I was like, it feels like Michael Mann, the director, right? Who is,
A woman?
he directed Heat, my favorite movie, right? And like some other things.
Never seen it.
Miami Vice, he directed the movie, the
First
Miami
one?
Vice. No. Like the show he created, and then he did the movie as well.
I actually like that show, the movie.
The movie's so
movie's
underrated, dude. Tangent, but I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, it feels like him. And then when the first episode ends,
I love that you just said tangent instead of doing it.
yeah,
That's awesome.
That's what, yeah. So
That's awesome.
It says directed by Michael Mann. I was like,
Knew it.
damn, I'm good.
Wow.
I did a little one of these.
Yeah.
So that means you
and,
liked it.
and humble.
Oh yeah, and humble, exactly.
So I gotta check that out.
I watched 2 episodes. It's not like action packed. I don't
So it's
want
not
you,
good, is what you're about to
What's
say.
it called?
No, I'm
Tokyo.
saying-
By the way, he just did this. So it's not
It's not
Good.
action packed. I don't want you to think that like you're going to go in to see. It's about a reporter uncovering like. So it's I don't want to say it's slow paced, but it's like.
House of Cards.
Yeah, maybe.
That whole one season is basically a
tell you
reporter
what.
uncovering.
Most of the stuff Justin watches, I hate. The likes, I hate.
Let me
just
get a couple more
Are we talking about
episodes in.
Justin?
Yeah.
Justin, who was in Vegas?
Got me cursed, yeah.
Yeah, I've only watched the 2 episodes.
Best story of
so
that
let me
weekend.
get a couple more in, and I'll tell you if it's
All right,
worth it. The
okay.
payoff. Because I will say, on that note, you stopped on Severance. I watched the whole thing, and it's like I know something's like wrong. So I can see why you would stop after 6 episodes. Like
Severance.
it's slow, and like you're like, where the hell is this going? Can we get there? Can we get there? But those last few episodes were
Yeah, I just didn't want to
awesome.
give it any more of my time.
Sorry, man. I thought the payoff was there, and I couldn't believe this. I told Courtney I thought she would like it, and she cranked it out. Like while I was in Alaska, she watched the whole thing, and she watched all the episodes. Is what I'm saying. Okay. While I was in
I didn't
Alaska.
say anything at
Yeah,
all.
no, your face says it all. John.
I watched the John Wayne Gacy tapes.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah.
watched that too.
And-
That's not as good as the one that's on Hulu. I mean, Peacock.
Really?
The one on Peacock was good.
Okay.
And then I also watched the one about the nuclear meltdown in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Was it
3 Mile Island?
Yeah, 3 Mile Island. I
What
watched
did
those
6
two.
Mile Island. something like that.
3.
3. Have
Yeah.
you seen the John Wayne Gacy thing on Netflix?
I've seen both of them.
Okay.
Yeah. But see, on Hulu or on Peacock, they get a little bit more into his political status and how he was a clown at birthday party, like the crazy shit.
Yeah.
They don't talk about that too much in Netflix.
They didn't, right? I
Right.
felt
Dude, but he was a psychopath.
Oh, for sure.
psycho. It was so
What, he killed
sick.
like
Dude,
30
that-
people?
Yeah, dude, that's sitting on the
Teenagers.
End of
Like, yeah,
He would just handcuff, magic trick them into handcuffs and then zip tie their necks.
Yeah, dude. Him
Walk away while they
he's like-
die?
the one story, the guy that was he's like I woke up and he was on my bed sitting over top of me with the gun. I was like, and he's like the guy, and then he just started like crying, laughing, and then walked away. And he's like, I sat up the rest of the night. And he's like, he was mad because
yeah.
he couldn't mentally overcome me or something like that. I'm like, and you stayed still. Like I'm dipping in the, I'm leaving
Fuck
in the
yeah,
snow.
You're not putting a gun
Dude,
in my
the-
face.
Yeah, I'm leaving in the snow.
The second wife, like the house smelled like death. Like you didn't think that this needs to be like looked at. What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Yeah.
And listen, I felt
Looked
like
like a normal basement.
You know what else they didn't mention in this one? Is that he tried to rape another kid. The dude escaped, went to the police, and the police didn't do
They didn't
anything.
believe him.
Yeah, they
didn't
don't
believe
touch
him.
on it too much in
Yeah,
Netflix.
they don't believe-
Peacock
yeah.
was a whole storyline about that.
I just felt like the Netflix one, because I haven't watched the Peacock one. It's 3 hours. I felt like I could have read an article and gotten the same information.
Yeah,
Check
yeah,
out the
they
Peacock
do
one.
they do stretch it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Peacock one, but I'll
Yeah.
watch that.
He's sick, man.
Yeah. Anyway, I
probably
don't know. My brain is
one of my favorite of the
You know
serial
me.
killers.
I love serial killers.
Yep.
I can't wait for Mindhunter to come back. They have verified that they have done that next season, which
Yeah,
will
that'll
be
be
the
good.
RTK killer out of Ohio.
BTK.
Yeah.
Bound tie.
Bound torture kill.
Yeah.
Down
yeah.
torture kill. Yep.
They tease him a little bit in the last one,
Okay.
but he is in this new one.
And Mindhunter's like a dramatized, right? It's fiction.
Yes, but
Based on
yes,
yeah.
yeah,
Based on the original
FBI, and like
profilers.
and the guy that they pick to be, what's the very first guy that they interview? God damn it, the one who cuts his mom's head off and does fellatio on her. Damn, what is his name? He goes and sees him in the hospital and he hugs him.
Yeah, that's the
I can't think of his
Ed Kaczynski.
No, Ed.
That's the bomber, Unabomber.
Ted Kaczynski.
Ed. Darn it! All right, I'll think of it.
Ted Bundy.
No, it's Ed.
Ed.
Ed McCain.
Nope, it doesn't matter.
Ed Russ.
Anyway, so that next season is coming out.
There's something I watched recently too that I feel like I'm about to spoil something where it's something to do with FBI profiles where they like profile this person to the actual person.
Well, that didn't give anything away.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying not to spoil
That's
it.
as clear as I can make it.
Yeah, like without spoiling it, because I can't. I'm sitting here blanking on what it was that I watched, and it'll come to me. But
Ed Kemper.
okay.
Ed Kemp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another name.
Yeah, the dude that they picked. That's the same guy that they picked to do.
Oh, the big dude.
Yeah, when they do the movie about him being that bomber, where he wasn't actually the bomber, they just had to plan him as that. You ever seen that movie? The FBI tries to make him out to be the bomber, tries to get him to sign off.
Oh, the security
on all
guy.
the murders?
Yeah. No. Like, it
The
was,
Clint Eastwood movie.
Yeah. Which is a true story.
That's pretty
I
cool.
just can't remember. Darn it.
All right. Well, the
right.
viewers are getting a lot of good content here.
Yep. You guys should love it.
Profiling the people of the people and the guy that did the one thing at that one time.
Yeah.
You can take that to the bank.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But let's jump into the review. How about it?
Let's jump into the review. But John, watch Winning Drive before you watch Severance. I'm going to be very upset.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
We reviewed, or we are about to review, The Hangover. The original, the OG, from 2009. Directed by Todd Phillips, who directed
I knew it.
Hangover 2 and 3.
Old School, Hangover sequels, Joker more recently, and Due Date as well, which is also hysterical.
Zach Galifianakis, man.
Yeah.
Due Date is really funny.
Yeah, like low key. People don't talk
Yeah,
about it because
yeah.
he did Hangover.
When
but
Johnny Depp spits in that baby's face. Or was it the puppy? It was the
This
puppy's
is the puppy's face.
The puppy's growling. He just leans over, spits right in his face.
did you say Johnny Depp?
No, yes, I
No,
did. But I meant
it's
to say
not
Robert
Johnny Depp.
Downey
Yeah, I
Jr.
was like, what just happened?
I meant to say Iron Man.
And you say I don't listen.
I actually have that written down here on this previous page, right?
It's about for whatever. If you've been living under a rock somehow,
Biggest day.
and you've never seen The Hangover, you don't know what it's about. It's about these three buddies that wake up after a night of debauchery in Vegas with no recollection of the night before. They're there for a bachelor party.
Been there.
And spoiler alert, it's actually four of them. They lost
Twas.
their friend. So the whole movie is them trying to find their friend.
Four go in and three come out.
and figure out exactly what happened. And it's just,
They're the three best friends that anyone could have.
this is going to be, listen, this review will be all over the place. It's so, the movie is so funny.
And the irony of it all is that we were just in Vegas.
Yeah, I think that kind of sparked the idea.
The plan
is,
is that we actually there was actually four of us that were going to do this review, and now there's only three of us here. We cannot find our fourth.
Yeah.
Doug.
His Doug, and our Doug is not a white.
No, that's Black Doug. No, that's Black Doug.
For
Our Doug is
80,000, we'll get him back.
Dude, Zach, our Doug is a white.
Classic mix-up.
So
I
yeah.
was watching that in the background where we were playing Duty earlier, and
Yeah.
just constantly. This is how I was the whole time. One ear, right earphone off, and constantly I'm just dying,
dying in the-
just
to the
dying
mic,
laughing
yeah.
in the background. And Sean's like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm just spitting the lines off, and just rolling.
So it stars, as we stated, Zach Galifianakis, Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, Justin Barth, Heather Graham, Ken Jeong, and some other people you probably recognize.
Yes, sir. Dr. Jong.
Yeah.
Surgeon.
So I think it goes without saying, but I loved it. What do you guys think of this movie?
It's top 5 greatest comedy of all time.
I would
And I
agree with that.
don't know that there's much dispute.
I would also agree with that statement.
Yeah, it just changed a generation. And every time I see it, I want to go back to Vegas.
Yep.
Although I always want to go back to Vegas. But this makes me, like, you're watching a show and they eat something and you're like, ooh, I really could try that right now. That's how I feel every time I see this.
They had the most dangerous, craziest night you could ever imagine having. They don't remember a second of it. And then you watching this movie, you're like, damn, I wish I was there.
But also, though, like the crazy part about it is because of it's almost like an accumulative amount of stories where they just do like a Venn diagram of everybody's possible weekend, worst weekend or crazy weekend in Vegas, and they make it one singular weekend.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because all of those things individually, some of us might have done. Some of us might have accidentally got married. Some of us might have gotten in a fight. I don't know if we've ever stolen an Asian guy and put him in a trunk, but some of us might have done that. Like it's like
Took
it's
the
like
tiger
the,
from
I was
Mike
gonna say,
Tyson.
it's like
kidnap
the,
Mike
right,
Tyson's
it's
tiger.
like the creators sat around in a room, ate some peyote and smoked some weed, and they were like, "What's the craziest shit?" Or maybe they went to like a bunch of casinos or met some people that live in town, and they were like, "What are some of the craziest stories you've heard here?" And then they literally made it one fucking linear story about all of it.
It's funny is I actually read the screenplay, which actually I should probably do more of. It's pretty awesome. It's only like 100 pages, but
Look at Ben.
there was only originally
No, they go
Rubbing
quick,
off
yeah.
on you.
there was only originally 3. It wasn't supposed to be 4, and they added Alan's character.
Thank God.
Yeah. Well, it was a character like Alan, but it was supposed to be like Stu. Stu was going to be both. Which
That wouldn't have worked.
Ed Helms could probably carry some of that because he's amazing, but
Yeah, he is, but he could.
the world
needed Zach
deserves,
Galifianakis.
The world deserves
His-
Zach Galifianakis.
In this, how many? Throw me that fork. Do I have that fork?
Yeah.
In this, how many lines like those? Good jump fills, even though it's in the second
all
movie.
of it.
How much of that is just him, and how
Right.
much of that is scripted? Like, how much of this movie do you think is scripted?
Tigers don't like pepper.
Ooh,
How do you
They
get
love cinnamon.
They love cinnamon.
I'd have to watch some special features that I'd have to imagine there's multiple takes of him saying
Oh yeah.
off the wall stuff.
Just craziness.
Yeah.
Because he's uber creative. Honestly, they're all fantastic actors. Really, they really are. They have a bunch of. Only one I don't know much about is the one who gets married in the first one.
Doug.
Yeah, I don't know much about Doug.
I
Yeah.
can tell you this. He dated fucking Hillary Duff.
Oh, you mad about that? That's your
Did he?
baby.
That's my girl. Yeah.
That's his
he was
hall
in
pass.
the first National Treasure, and then he dated Hillary Duff.
That's right. He
Oh,
was the
yeah.
sidekick in National
He was
Treasure.
funny.
And
in
he's
that, too.
funny as hell in
Yeah.
that.
He was very funny in that.
He should be in more movies, honestly. I like him.
Yeah,
He was
Um,
busy banging Hillary Duff.
Facts.
Lizzie McGuire.
He should. Yep. That's my hall pass.
Is it?
Jen sent a picture today of her on the cover of a magazine, and she's naked.
Oh yeah.
Check
She-
it out.
She still looks good,
I
man.
didn't know she was still like.
I
in
didn't
the
even
spotlight.
see the name of the magazine.
Because she's in that spin-off show, right? How I Met Your Father. Isn't
Oh,
she
yeah,
like the
she
face
is.
of that show.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that sounds like the beginning of a porn.
Ooh, sheesh.
Sorry, kid show.
Um,
Favorite part, right? Good luck.
No, well,
Or overall
Still some
thoughts?
things you like.
yeah, we really haven't like. Obviously, we're going to spoil. I don't know if I even need to
Nah,
say
yeah.
that,
Spoiler
but
alert.
12-year-old movie, right?
we are spoilers, and like we're gonna talk about. We've talked about a lot that we liked already, but I like one other thing that I want to mention is just like the way like it looked good. It was filmed excellent. All the shots of Vegas.
The soundtrack's pretty awesome.
Soundtrack's
is so
fire.
good.
Where do I
But like
get
the
my
cinematography, just the
money back?
big sweeping shots of
Whoa.
Vegas, man. I love
The
it.
lights, the timing.
And
Yeah.
every movie that's set in Vegas just grabs me, man.
Yeah,
This one in particular
Like
more than a lot
Ocean's
of the other
11
ones.
too. Like when it shows, it's just like wow.
that's
Oh,
such a great.
Ocean's is a lot more zoomed in than this, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Ocean's a lot more in the casino. This is definitely zoomed out and filmed that
Yeah,
way.
oh yeah, yeah. It lets you see
yes,
everything.
yeah. This is like look how big Vegas is.
Uh-huh.
You know, Ocean's is great. But I just think this.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is filmed better than Ocean's was
Sure.
because of what it was trying to convey.
And it's like, you know what? We're not going to dump a bunch of money into the storyline. It'll be like a reverse figure out we did. We'll throw a lot of good comedy dialogue and a great production team.
Yep.
And it just hit.
Yes, they did an awesome job with the soundtrack. I agree with you there completely.
The director, the one scene where they're going in the elevator, and it's the guy with like the mini afro, the glasses,
Oh,
and
yeah.
him and
He's
the girl.
getting a blowjob.
Yeah, he's like, going up, guys. They're like, yeah, us too. And he's like, you motherfucker. That's the director.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Is there anything you don't like about the movie?
Oh, man. A dislike about the movie.
I wish we would have got a little more Mike Epps.
I
I
mean,
really
Doug.
like Mike Epps as a comedian, and I
Yeah.
think he's hilarious in movies.
Yeah.
and I think he's a perfect antagonist to the entire story because when he's in there, he's great.
he is
I
funny
think they
as
could have used it, and maybe they wrote him. Maybe they wrote him in a little bit more. It's hard to put him in at the beginning because he's the one they're getting the drugs from.
Right.
I just think that he's very, very, very funny, and with that cast, I'm not saying that he has to be there a lot.
Right.
I'm just saying maybe a couple more minutes, 5, 6, 8 more minutes, a couple more lines with him in there
Yeah.
would have been a. I don't know. I think that he could have been a little. He could have been
if
funny.
he was just at the wedding or something.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That would've been pretty
Just
awesome.
something stupid because he, dude, his character is hilarious. Like he can play. I mean, he's got a little bit of range too, but he can. His comedy.
He's Richard
is so,
Pryor in Winning Time.
Really?
Yeah.
See what I mean? His comedy is so good. Like he's really, really, really funny, and he can act a little bit. You know what I mean? I've liked him in the movies that he's been in. He's funny in those movies. I love his continued comedy. Like certain characters, their comedy is it's so overwhelming because it's the same thing every single time. Like Kevin Hart, I feel like it's the same guy in every single movie. Like what's his name from Anchorman?
The Rock.
No, stop it. His comedy is different.
talking
than
about Will
everyone.
Ferrell?
Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Will Ferrell is kind of redundant in his comedy.
Sure.
He can be,
But he
yeah.
was the OG of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, old school.
Like
When
a
he
Will
started
Ferrell
that shit.
appearance would have made this movie awesome.
Oh yeah,
Just like a homage.
again, I'm not saying anything bad about the movie. I have zero director's hat on this.
But
I'm just saying
you,
it would
you
be
do
cool.
get tired of it.
What?
The overdumbness.
Oh yeah,
from Will
oh yeah,
Ferrell.
oh yeah. Absolutely. Get Hard was terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it has some funny moments, but it's like this is all pulled
No way. I forgot.
I wish I could pan this camera
Oh my
to
God.
what we're watching in the background. So right now, again, I rewatched I rewatched Hangover earlier, and it continued to play Hangover 2 and then 3. And right now in the background, if you guys have never seen 3, Stu wakes up and he's got titties.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, it actually.
He comes out in pink underwear and breasts.
Who said the idea earlier of,
To
like
commentate
of
a
a
movie?
final one?
Oh, me.
I did.
So I don't remember this scene at all. To have and
Yeah,
then
just
have,
show what happened. Yeah.
that, and then have Melissa McCarthy be a part of it too.
yeah,
Like she
yeah.
would be amazing.
His dick's out.
Oh my goodness, that would be an amazing addition. That would be a great final movie, man.
Oh shit.
And call it Hungover. And that's how
Yeah.
you just end it.
Yeah.
Now back to Mike Epps real quick.
Sorry.
Does he ever show back up in the second or third one? Because
No.
He's in the third one.
he does show up in the third
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Because if you do another one, then you bring
He
him
ain't gonna
back
be in the fourth.
again. You like, huh?
He ain't gonna be in the fourth.
They kill him?
Oh, do they? Damn. All right. Whatever. I don't care. Not a big deal.
Yeah. He said, "You better get my money. I'm into killing Dougs today."
I don't have anything that I dislike about this.
No,
first
me
Hangover.
neither.
It's like like literally nothing.
A
I
dislike is not about the movie. Just I wanted to see a little more of Mike Epps.
Sure.
Just because that's personal.
same with director's hat for me. What I'm going to say is going to be like, hey, just give But so before we get to the director's hat, though, now we got to do some lines. Like
My favorite thing to do.
yeah, like I mean, and it's so like, how do you pick just one? I don't know. There's a lot of offensive lines
Like a dream
by
come
today's
true.
standards in this movie.
Sure.
One of my favorites that I forgot about is at the very beginning, when it's they're in Vegas and they're getting all the voicemails over the opening credits, and Phil's voicemail is like, leave me a message or don't or whatever, but don't text me. That's gay. And I was fucking rolling, man. Like 2009, like texting, I guess, wasn't what it was. I try to remember, and I'm
Yeah.
like, when he said that line, I was like,
I'm still that way.
I was like, oh yeah, because like back then it was still like you had to.
I hate
you
to
had to
get
type
3 letters to get the 4 letters
you
to
had
get
to
the
hit
Q.
5 3 times to get the L.
Yeah.
Yep. So I was like, oh yeah, it would make that line make sense. Yeah. So that line, I watching it today.
That's
I
when
was
playing
like,
Snake was awesome.
yeah.
So we talk about it a lot. I mean, I'm probably gonna have a couple. If that's all
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
please
go,
let's
go.
go around the table a couple
But
times.
One of his most underrated lines, I think, in the movie comes from Doug, actually, where they're harassing Stu for dating that piece of shit. He's like, yeah, I can't believe you're dating her. He fucked a sailor, and Doug goes, come on, he was a bartender.
Yeah.
Like as if that's better.
Yeah.
And he didn't even come in her.
And for your information, she hates semen.
She hates semen.
It's a little raunchy on this episode, guys. Just know
And
that.
then
we're talking
at
about-
the end, when Alan's leaning over, Stu breaks up with her and he goes, think about getting my bartender's license.
Great line. Great line, man.
What about how about when they're on the way to Vegas and they're talking about playing blackjack, and he's sitting there reading a book on counting cards, and Stu goes, "Pretty sure counting cards is illegal." And Alan responds, "It's not illegal. It's frowned upon, like masturbating on an airplane." He's like, "I'm pretty sure that's illegal." He's like, "Not since 9/11, and everybody got all soft. Thanks, Bin Laden."
Yeah. There's a lot of good ones in that
so
car.
good.
That car, the Rain Man.
You guys want to come back
practically
next weekend?
Yeah.
Nah, Jonas Brothers are in town. But I'm free any weekend after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
Just the timing of everything he says is just so.
Alan, am I good to get over? Yeah. He said I was good.
He said, "Ha,
Classic.
that's awesome."
Yeah.
And he goes, excuse me, is this hotel beeper friendly? I'm not getting
sing.
You signal
I'm
my
not getting a
page.
sing on my page.
You can probably get this a lot.
Do you have a bank of payphones?
You got a phone in your room.
If we're sharing beds, I'm bunking with Phil. Is that cool?
He says, Alan, put your pants back on. I'm kind of upset I've had to ask you twice now.
Yeah.
Dude, I love this whole movie.
Every single one, line after line after line. And just they act the shit out of it.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
so good at being.
That's what I'm saying. Like They just had to give them like groups of ideas of where scenes were going to go,
Yeah.
and they gave them a couple lines and some storyline, and they were like, "Just go." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those guys are all creative enough that they had all been in the business long enough, in my opinion, to just fabricate. I mean, it's incredible.
At least
it's got to be top
Galifianakis.
3 for me for comedy.
It's up there, dude.
Every single time I watch it,
Yeah.
I feel like I hear something new.
Yeah, you just
which
laugh.
doesn't happen for me often in movies.
Yeah. I mean, it's Superbad, Wedding Crashers, and The Hangover. Those are my top 3. There's to me, there's nothing better.
So I don't know what my other one is.
I like Tropic Thunder.
That's up there.
People were just talking about that movie.
But the other two, minus Wedding Crashers,
Superbad
the other
is
two are
so
definitely
funny.
in my top. Well, like it's beyond just the dialogue though, because the dialogue's shocking and hilarious in itself. But like when they're driving, they think Doug's in the trunk, and a naked Asian jumps out and starts beating them.
Yeah.
Like that is just
That's my favorite scene.
visual comedic humor. Now, you want to fuck on me? Like, yes, awesome.
Hey, there are Skittles in there. Put a little gay boy. That's good, man.
It's funny because he's fat.
Yeah, that dude. Who knew
Skittles in there?
this
That's
guy?
hilarious.
Like Ken Jeong. Like I didn't know he was. I guess did he get famous on that show Community?
Yeah, and he's got that real famous thing where he's sitting in the back, and the dude says something, and he goes, "Ha,
Gay. Is that Saturday Night Live or something?
no, that was Community."
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't like that show, but
no, it wasn't very good.
yeah. But he just kind of. He's a doctor, right? Or he was a doctor.
Surgeon.
And
He still has a license. He still has a practice.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That Mr. Chow.
He left
could-
Yeah.
acting to go back to that for a few years in between the Hangover.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so funny, man. I just.
This movie's so damn funny.
It's-
I mean,
It is.
you have to choose not to laugh at this. I don't care what your range of comedy is. There's
Yeah.
something in here that will make you laugh.
Yep.
You remember how sad Alan is when the baby's name isn't Carlos? He's so upset. He's like, "Oh man, he really looked like a Carlos."
That dude. You know what? You're really the one that should be carrying him. Yeah, I found a baby before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I found a baby before.
What? Have you? Yeah, like look, Stewie's jacking his little weenus. I mean,
Rain Man practically bankrupted the casino, and he was a
yeah,
Retard.
dude.
That's so good.
What? And they correct him with the like. Oh man, that dude, such every single one. We haven't even talked about the cops yet.
No.
Like, and the car.
In the face.
Yeah, dude, that guy. You know.
Sometimes with the big guys, you got to hit them with a little extra.
Yeah, who wants to come up and do some shooting? Don't be afraid to ride the lightning.
Enough ice.
Yeah.
Shucks.
So,
So good.
is there anything you would change about the movie?
Nothing.
No,
Zero.
Oh, you mean like a director's hat?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I
So
really would not change a damn thing.
the only thing I would do more or differently is I would give more pictures at the end because those pictures over the
Oh,
credits,
yeah.
So good.
unreal funny. Like just as funny as the rest of the movie. You're just looking at photos,
Yeah.
and
That's what caught Ben earlier doing the podcast.
it was more photos.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
From the second one.
And dude, that to me, those photos look like they went out and partied in Vegas one night.
Yes.
And they were like, let's just take some pictures.
So they had to
Like, hey, we're filming a movie. So
either
just,
they
They
cropped
went
them in
yeah.
to
They didn't look cropped.
scenes, but like
Yeah.
when Stu's tooth pulled out, like he's bleeding in the scene. It looks so real. Like the girls that are in these scenes,
Screaming.
like the hangover faces that they have, where they're pale white, their eyes are completely bloodshot and bags and stuff. Like it looks like they were like, I need you guys to go party as hard as you've ever partied tonight.
It was awesome, man.
Here's $50,000. Go get lit. Here's some blow. Here's a bunch of booze. Here's some girls. Have as much fun as you can.
Yep.
And then tomorrow morning, whenever
filming a movie.
We'll write a movie
right-
based on the photos you give
you
us.
need to call us as soon as you guys go to bed. We're gonna come to your room and wake you up and take pictures of you. And that's what they did.
Yeah.
Because they do that 2 more times. They do that in 2 and in 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All
And
the
the second one's hilarious when they show up to the house and he's got all the pictures blown up on the walls.
So you told you to get rid of these.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's.
I did after I printed out all these copies.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's. It must be tough to be an actor. You know, like, fuck, are you kidding me? That's what you get to do. Like, oh man, what a great movie.
It's a diamond.
Yeah, for real.
It really is.
Well, that's.
If you're looking for a comedy, this is one to
if
watch. It better be
somehow-
on your
yeah.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've seen it, it should be on your best comedies list. If you haven't seen it, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, that's facts.
Again, you will find humor in this no matter what your range of comedy is.
Yeah, you have to.
Scores? You want to score this? This baby.
8-9.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yep.
9-2.
Yeah, dude. I might be higher than both of you guys. I was thinking like 9-4.
Then you
Like,
are higher than both
yeah.
of us.
I thought you guys were gonna be higher than me. Like I thought I'm that.
Well,
you
so
know-
I think I got super bad at like a 9-5.
oh, that's like, so like.
Yeah,
I would-
Tropic Thunder for me is like a 9-3.
so
Yeah.
that might like super
That's
bad
my
to
favorite
me.
comedy of all time.
Yeah, that's like a 9-8. Like as close. as-
9-8?
for Superbad. Yes.
Well, if it's the greatest
it's my
you've ever
all-time favorite.
And
Yeah.
you gave some room for improvement. So, yeah, I can understand that. But, like,
Yeah.
9-6 is the highest my conscience is willing to let me go and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Gotta respect it.
I don't. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you're grading on a comedy scale, yeah, but it's as far like if I'm stacking that up against Shawshank Redemption or like Dark Knight, I'm watching those other two before it.
Right, and this will still
that-
round. Like if we're rounding,
Well,
we
I'm
all
just-
round
I'm
to
just
like a
saying,
9.
if
So
you're
like
giving
9 out of 10.
If
Is,
you're
Yeah,
giving
comedy
Superbad a
differently, sure.
9-8, then
it's a perfect movie to me. I
what's your
absolutely-
favorite movie of all time? It's got to be
It's Heat.
Superbad.
It's Heat. No.
So Heat is a 9-9.
Heat's a 10, baby.
That's gross.
Heat's a 10.
That's the most disgusting.
I've said
That
this
is
multiple
gross.
times. Heat's a 10.
It's impossible.
No, it's not.
It
Because
is.
I just gave it a 10.
Well, that's not a real score.
It is a real score.
No, it's not.
If you got a scale of 1 to 10,
I
It's
prefer
a
the
one-
cold.
You can't be a 10.
I
You don't allow yourself to ever see a better movie, Ben. You've boxed yourself in.
Well,
No.
you know Ben. He'll never see it. It doesn't matter if he likes it more. It's not as good as Heat.
Heat at a certain point, then it's like, how is that your favorite movie?
You're prejudiced to movies. You're not even allowing a chance for a movie to be better.
Okay.
You're a fucking.
Sure.
You're a Heat supremacist.
Sure.
And you just came from Alaska.
Oh yeah.
That's temptress.
It was surprisingly warm.
And
Like,
you hated it there, didn't you? Because you're a Heat
No,
supremacist.
even dude, it was beautiful. It's like when we're walking out on that frozen lake, it's like low 40s,
Oh, that's smart.
but the sun is like right on you, and it just. I just had a flannel shirt on, and I felt totally fine.
Shock.
Why are you walking on a frozen lake above freezing? Didn't we tell you about losing siblings in movies?
Dude, the water's so cold. The ice was like this thick.
You ever seen The Good Son?
The what?
The Good Son.
The Goodson?
Good
That's a
Son.
wild
with Macaulay
movie.
Culkin.
Actually, probably he's like a creep in that, right?
Yeah, he's
Macaulay
little.
Caucasian.
He does one of the craziest things I've ever seen a kid do in a movie in my entire life.
Okay.
He pushes a
The
dummy,
dummy?
off the
Yeah.
bridge.
It's a
Causes
wild
fu-
movie. If you've
craziest
never seen it,
accident.
you have to watch it.
I think I've seen bits and
It
pieces.
is
crazy.
that's a wild ass movie.
I think I like walked in on somebody watching it one time, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Oh, it's like it's like that. It is.
And I was a
crazy.
kid, like
Yeah.
a Macaulay Culkin fan. I was too young.
It
to
is
watch
around the time period of Home Alone.
Yeah.
I'm
Like, he's
watching
that
it like,
young.
Ma, you
Like,
shouldn't be letting me watch this.
Did that send him off the
it had
deep
to
end?
be
Playing that movie
it
that
had to
sent
be.
him off?
Him in the dump.
I was a
like,
little child. Like I looked like Amber Heard's dog stepping on a bee.
It's
Dude. I was like,
probably
yes. I was like,
between the Home Alones. Like he's that young,
oh yeah, he's.
and he's a psychopath.
It might be before Home
murderer.
Alone.
No, I think it's after the first one.
Huh.
Google it.
Okay.
So now I
Scores are-
feel weird that mine is too low, but like it's not better than
Well,
those
John,
other
maybe
movies.
just give better scores next time.
No, I'm not going to give better
I am
scores.
surprised
I give
it's
a
not in the
fair
9.
score.
That yeah.
For me.
Yeah, just because if it's top 3.
Yeah, but it's
like I should
top
be
3
a 9.
never doesn't make my top 5
So
movie
you
list.
wouldn't watch this
Oh,
anytime
I
it
get
was
what you're
on?
saying.
It doesn't make my
You
top
didn't do
5
it for
movie list.
comedies.
I did it. I can't rate like I rate all cheese pizza.
Oh.
I can't rate it on a comedy scale. I rate it on a movie scale.
But
So,
you
but
can
by-
eat Sicilian.
if
and deep dish.
if I rated it on a movie scale, on a comedy scale,
You're supposed to rate it on our scale,
right?
which is so you're not going to watch this anytime it's on. That's the
No.
nines. Okay.
No, I won't.
Okay.
No, I won't.
All right.
But damn close. What I give it 8-9?
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
You're right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty close.
It's right here.
It's pretty close.
Next week, we are doing DoctorStrange
None of us have seen it.
and the Multiverse of Madness. That's a lie. I've seen it.
I've seen it.
So
Yeah.
they both seen it. They were talking about it earlier.
Without John, we didn't spoil.
It's on this review right
and we
here.
told you when to stop listening.
After Home
What
Alone
time
2.
do I stop
it's,
listening?
it's as soon
It's
as you
after
end the
Home
podcast,
Yeah.
don't listen.
How do I know where it ends? 1
you
hour and
say
4 minutes.
eat fucking cookies and enjoy life. Stop the fucking thing.
What do you think? I listen all the way through?
You don't?
You better get that
No.
commentary.
Oh.
I skipped through it a little bit, but I know it's at 1 hour and 4 minutes.
You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
get that.
about 1
You gotta
hour
get
forward.
that commentary that we had about if you could. We'll talk about that.
And
You'll
well,
hear it.
and so
Suck a
This-
golf ball through a garden hose.
this started about 110. So between like 104 and 110 is
Cut
where
it.
Yeah.
I'll save it, but I'll cut it
Yeah.
for now.
Um.
Well, by the time I do this, I'll have seen it.
Yeah. I
I
also
think I'm gonna go see it Thursday.
nice.
Let me know. I'll go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it Thursday.
I got dinner actually. Taking Julia's mom to Beaumont for Mother's Day.
The Beaumont.
The Beaumont.
Okay.
Ben loves Beaumont.
Ben loves the Beaumont. I'm getting that. I'm definitely getting that tomahawk again. Though. That shit.
What
was
you should
so
do is
good.
make sure you order rare, so it comes out medium.
Oh, I know the manager. It's a new manager now too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, and
No
he's
shit.
awesome. Gave me a $350 shot.
Same guy.
Wait, you're bullshitting me? It's not a new manager?
It is really a new manager.
No, it is.
Okay. What
it's,
happened?
It's the manager from Guapo
He gave me a $350 shot.
No, why did they change management?
because they heard our podcast.
No, they expanded. Like he was stepping in 818. He was going to take that over, and
Okay.
they needed management over there, so they shifted some things around.
Okay.
And then it didn't work out. So 818 was being real a-holes apparently. So they're just gonna wait for 818 to go bankrupt and then buy it out probably.
I thought they already did, so that
No,
fell
they
through.
literally weren't even profiting from it. They were going in to just help them advise on how to do things. And then if the business came back, they would
wow.
discuss a percentage. And 818 was like, nah, we don't want your help.
We're gonna get the new banner this next.
Okay,
week.
then yeah,
During this
fuck
next week.
them.
Yeah.
The 818, 818.
Drink.
Yeah, I don't have anything left to drink. Episode's over.
Is it over?
Yeah.
We're gonna get a new banner.
Yeah.
There's some
I have
badass
the-
fight
I
scenes
have the
in
picture of it.
Multiverse.
Yes. And I watched No Way Home on the way back in preparation for.
That's
yeah,
a really weird movie to watch on your way back from.
It was on the.
As your flight was delayed.
As you're flying
No way
back,
that, was,
home.
no way.
that was Alaska. This was Washington, so I wasn't delayed.
Jesus,
I
John.
had a way home.
Pay attention.
No, I'm shutting that down.
I'm just saying
Shutting
you were
that down.
flying back from somewhere watching a movie called No Way Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like do planes crash.
Snakes on a plane.
Whatever. I was gonna talk about Spider-Man, but fuck it, it's over.
Oh, ouchie, bro.
I don't hear about Spider-Man. I've seen the movie. Don't talk about anything that has to do with this movie or multiverse or
I wasn't gonna talk
how
about
poor that his acting was in that goddamn movie and how terrible his storyline was in
Who?
Spider-Man.
Oh.
DoctorStrange. I thought it was terrible.
Oh, that's right.
The whole way the world got introduced, I thought was so
criticisms, yeah.
poor.
Well, you might not like Multiverse.
I don't know. We'll see.
I just think it was.
We'll see next episode.
Yeah,
Make sure
we'll
you tune
see.
in. You guys have anything else?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that middle card. Hold on.
Leave us a comment. Like the
That
video.
bottom card.
Did you see it?
No.
Share the video. Sub to the YouTube
Hold on.
channel.
Hold on, Ben. Ben, look at me.
Real
Look at
talk
me.
for real movies, yeah, we'll listen. Real life
Do it
for
that
real
way.
hype, you feel different. Underrated, appreciated, or barely made it. Let us know at Law B, yeah, you really hate it. And Christmas light,
Alright,
hit the
guys.
best, you got it going
See ya.
better. And like Jesse didn't show up, and we don't let him. It's real talk, no theoretical, though it ain't invisible, man. It's so dependable, damn. You can't see him if it's dark or bright. Ask Chris with his Miller Lite. Or Blockbuster is so good, right? Candyman or Tony Dodd or Holy God. I mean the devil all the time, we're released alive. Apocalypto, go against the grain like your boy Adam, who drink Jack like Jungle Land and Nick Mullins. Educators, tell us what you know about him. Is it bad or good like Peanut Butter Falcon? Special guests like Danny D and Dave Arnold. Let us look to the future, event horizon. In real life, the movie will never stop. Till it does, we drop, and there's no getting up. Until then, subscribe and they let you know the tops. Only way to know for sure is to watch. So shut up and drink your pops, your soda and corn pops, and listen to the real life movie talk. Movie talk. I'm isolated like the lady in black, and I seek revenge for these movies that whack.